awake, hear the birds and see the sun.
Hello beautiful people, it's Derryn here from Art by Derryn with another ArtStart DIY. Today I'm going to finish off this DIY driftwood sculpture. I started it when I was making my outdoor patio, like doing that whole refresh. Remember we made the chair covers, the coasters, the table, fixed the umbrella, painted the fence, even made this table look presentable again. Well, this was supposed to be part of that video, but alas, 3 weeks this was soaking in bleach and water, and some of it peeled off just a little bit, but I could not get this bark to come off. So in the end what I did was use a really sharp utility knife and scraped a lot of the bark off, and then the wood did actually bleach. So just be aware that Australian gum trees aren't the same as American birch trees and things that peel really easily. Yeah, be aware of that if you want to try this DIY. It looks okay. Look, I was not going to let it defeat me. I've got my groovy little handheld chainsaw. This is fabulous. If you're a gardener, I haven't got one of these. It's a Bosch little thing. Not sponsored, but hey, fantastic little tool for pruning and for doing this, cutting up my little pieces of wood for this sculpture. So I started off, I thought I'd make a heart sculpture, and then I thought, no, I'll just do a sunburst pattern and put sort of the darker pieces of wood towards the middle. And I thought, yeah, this is going to be really easy. I'm just going to get my nail gun and just, you know, use my nail gun and put it all in with a bit of glue and it'll be fantastic. Well, of course, these pieces were way too wide, and I'm just, you know, I'm using my nail gun. This little Zito one is pretty good actually, and just not even registering at this point that it's not going right through. Then everything starts. Then I think, oh, I'll hit it with a hammer and see if that'll push it through enough. No. So what I ended up doing with these larger pieces was actually drilling and screwing screws into this backing board, just so these larger pieces, you know, I held on really well. There is glue underneath there as well, and I sort of had to do it for the first 2 or 3 layers. And you'll find when you're doing this sort of crisscrossing, you'll end up with sort of big gaps underneath, which you'll have to go back in and fill. Now, as the wood got smaller, I could use my pin nailer and start just adding little bits, and it's really just, you fill in the gaps basically, just keep going up. I do end up after this start using some hot glue and using that to put smaller pieces over the screws so that you don't see them, and using a little bit of bits of bark and stuff to cover them up.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us. If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
So I wanted to give it that more distressed look, and I'm making a wash of just some white gesso with some water. And I'm just going all over, just mainly to get rid of this sort of dark red colour. I just wanted to see if I could. So using some white paint and some black to make a grey as well. And then I do end up using some straight, well, a little bit watered down black gesso as well, just to give a bit more dimension to it. Now I just gently turn it over, and I'm going to use this nylon cord to hang it from this backing board. I chose the nylon cord because it won't rot outside. Twine, jute, those kinds of things, they can rot really easily in the sun out here in the lucky country. So here I'm just stapling it on, tying a knot, and then covering the staples with hot glue so that it will protect them from rusting and falling out and stuff. So here it is. What do you think? Did I succeed? I think it looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments if you'd make this, or what you've made with driftwood, or would you give this a go? Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and I want to tell you, these little birds, these are my Eastern Australian, they're like hummingbirds. We call them honey eaters. They love the new fountain. So thanks so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.